Hi guys, Nanny Jewel here. Today we're going to be making this beautiful snowflake. Let's get into it. First, we're going to gather our supplies. We're going to need 6 pieces of paper, scissors, and tape or a stapler. First, we're going to grab our sheet of paper and fold one corner of the paper into the center until it makes a perfect triangle. And then you're going to smooth that crease out, nice and thin. And you can also use your nail to thin that out really good. Hello, how are you? Doo-doo-doo. Next, we're going to grab this little piece at the bottom and we're going to fold that back and forth. And we're going to crease that line also at the bottom. It's going to kind of look like a boat. And this line at the bottom, we're going to crease it back and forth. So we're going to fold this at least 2 to 3 times. And this method works best if you don't have scissors on hand. Once you got your crease nice and good, you're going to get your finger wet and lick your finger, and then you're going to run that across that line a few times. And then you're going to open it up, put some pressure on the paper as you're tearing it, and just lightly pull it apart. And it should come apart really easy, just like this. Just like this. See? Awesome. If you don't have scissors, this method is perfect. Now I'm going to just do it with scissors really fast and do it again. We're going to fold that corner all the way to the middle to make a triangle. Smooth out that crease. Also, mathematicians like snowflakes because they are a wonderful example of symmetry in nature. Due to the way they are structured, you could fold a snowflake in half and the two sides would nearly match. That's why you always create a paper snowflake by folding the paper first. So you have your nice 2 pieces apart right there. And you're going to do that to the rest of the snowflakes you have. Let's start cutting. First, we're going to cut at an angle and cut a little sliver. And make sure while you're cutting not to cut all the way through. Make sure you stop right before the edge of the paper and make sure to leave a little bit of space. Right there. Make sure you don't cut all the way through. And we're going to copy that on the same side. And be very careful not to cut through that center. Make sure you leave some room in the middle. So you have 2 complete pieces just like this. And we're going to do that again a few more times. So make sure they're nice and thin, you have some space in the middle. And we're going to make 2 more cuts. Make another cut on this side. And just one more. Make sure you don't cut all the way through. Make sure you leave some space in the middle. So by the time you're done, you're going to have 1 row, and then your 2nd row, and then your 3rd row. So by the time you're finished, you should have 3 rows. Skipped ahead and did all my snowflakes. Feel free to pause the video so you can catch up. So once we have our 6 snowflakes, we're going to open our snowflake up. And once we have our snowflake open, and you're going to start in the middle of your snowflake and fold those 2 edges till they're touching each other. There's 2 points. Make sure they're touching. Grab your piece of tape and tape that together. Almost looks like a little cannoli. Interestingly, while it's common believed that no two snowflakes are alike, that means no two are the exact same. And you're just going to do that along the entire snowflake. First, you're going to flip it. Then you're going to fold it. And then you're going to tape it. Super simple. And you're just going to do that a few more times. Did you know that pollen makes snowflakes? Yes, water droplets need something to freeze around to create the snowflake, and typically this is dust particles in the clouds, but they could also form pollen in the air, kinda like an air purifier. You might not think of pollen much during the winter, but it's still there, and it creates snowflakes. Pretty cool, huh? And when we're finished, we should have one beautiful snowflake piece. And voila! And then you're going to do that 5 more times to the other pieces. You're just going to open it up, fold it over, tape it shut. And we're going to do that along this. And I'll speed up the rest for you. Did you know most snowflakes aren't giant? They are typically between 0.02 and 0.5 inches wide. However, snowflakes can get pretty big. In fact, the Guinness World Record holder for the largest snowflake was a whopping 15 inches wide. It was measured in January of 1887 in Montana. That's bigger than a frisbee. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 snowflakes. Thanks for counting with me. And now that we have our 6 beautiful snowflakes, first we're going to start with just 2 snowflakes, and we're going to put those together. And if you have a stapler, I would highly recommend that. It works a lot better just to staple these, and it's a lot faster too. Also, make sure you have an adult if you need to use the stapler. Those can get kind of tricky. If you're using tape like me, grab your 2 pieces and put them together. We're going to tape both sides together. So one by one, we're going to add our snowflakes and we're going to tape them on. Here I'm going to show you what would happen if I tried to do 2 at a time. So I'm pushing these together really tight and I'm going to add some tape to both sides. And that's what just would happen. So I'll have to go one by one and secure these. And also, if you have a stapler, one staple through the middle of all of them will work really well. Super quickly too. So right here, I'm attaching the very last snowflake. So here is our center, nice and secure. And here we have our almost finished beautiful snowflake. And now we're going to tape or staple the middle parts together. Also, what I found works really best is when we roll the tape into a circle and just stick them together. Or you can wrap them around the sides, or a quick staple will do the job. Our snowflakes are looking amazing. And here we have our beautiful snowflake. I can't wait to see what your guys's looks like at home.